Kaci Lennox. Traveling from Orlando, Florida, the Team Vision Dojo. You've been on I Believe in Wrestling shows. They've been around for a while. It's a good training facility up there, good shows up there.
Yes.
What got you interested in becoming a professional wrestler?
I've been wrestling for years. I haven't been wrestling for years. Oh my goodness. I've been watching wrestling for years. I've been watching since I was 10. So 15 years, which is crazy. Oh my goodness. I just like, fan reactions and getting that huge cheers or boos or whatever they want to do, making grown men or grown women smile, and kids are the best part about this. So I love their reactions. But definitely their reactions, that's what got me into wrestling.
How do you find a wrestling school? So when you're first starting, how does that process work? Okay, what were you doing at the time, and then what was it like? Let me try pro wrestling.
So I moved to Florida originally to go to the FCW training program. That got canceled. So I just looked up, the best female wrestlers that were here, and Santana Garrett was at Believe. So I went to Believe, and that's about that.
What has it been like in your training process and the physicality and the skill level involved in pro wrestling?
Definitely hard. Wrestling is not easy. A lot of people say, oh, anybody can do it, but anybody can't do it. I mean, you have to really have the heart for it and the passion. But training's been great. I learn new things every day. Even just going over some of the basics, it's always, good to learn all the old stuff and then learn new stuff. And training's just been really great.
What do you feel about women's wrestling and what it's like today and the popularity that it is?
Women's wrestling it just exceeds my expectations every time. Just watched the Mae Young Classic finale, which I was on the edge of my seat for the entire time. So it's just, women's wrestling has always been good. I feel like now they have more time to showcase their talents. So I'm glad I picked a good era to wrestle.
Were you athletic growing up?
I was. I played volleyball, tennis. I feel like I'm a girly girl with a little tomboy attitude. Because I still like to go out and throw a football or get down and dirty in the dirt. So I am definitely athletic.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore is a very rich history of pro wrestling. Very good sports town, too. For you, did you get to go to any wrestling matches when you were in Baltimore?
I did. I actually, I trained back in Baltimore. So about 5 years ago, I trained. Moved here, moved here, and then took a little bit of a time off. Trained back there, but Maryland does have an amazing wrestling background. All the North has an amazing wrestling background, from New York, Delaware, just all over the North. So now Florida, we're about to compete with the North.
There's a lot of northern transplants that come down to Florida anyway, especially South Florida, but Central Florida too. Why do you think women's wrestling is so popular? Why is it so empowering now compared to many years ago too? What has been the key to the success and the emergence of women's wrestling?
I think it's just, I feel like it's just women.
Why are people taking it more serious? Because it used to be not taken as serious.
Yeah.
Back in the Lita days, and Trisha did, but there have been a lot of times that it just wasn't taken serious. The women weren't as skilled as a lot of them are now. You don't see as many women training to become wrestlers as you do now.
Yeah, definitely. I think women took a stand for themselves. Back in the day, it might not have been the greatest thing to step up to your male colleagues. But I definitely think we're standing up for ourselves and proving that we are as tough as the guys and can have as many great matches as the guys, do all their moves. Sometimes we can main event. We have a whole girl show today. So I think the girls are just standing up for themselves, and that's what's making female wrestling as big as it is right now.
Kaci Lennox, thank you so much.